Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our second group meeting for ELA 0030. It's great to see everyone on track. Tonight, our main objective are to share the specific news article we have found for our two chosen teams, SDG9 and SDG7. Make sure our citation are fully locked down, pick our definitive story for each, and finalize our production timeline for the script and video editing. Let's kick off with Team 1, SDG9, Industry Innovation and Infrastructure. Zai, Megat, what did you guys manage to solve?
Hey Mahesh, I took the digital infrastructure angle for SDG9. I found a great article from the Each Malaysia published earlier this year about Malaysia's massive AI and data center boom. Specifically, it highlights global tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and others committing billions. Alongside, specialized firms like A-Trunk launching their massive JHB2 AI-ready data center in Iskandar Puteri, Johor. It perfectly shows how global cloud infrastructure is shifting right into our backyard. I already copied the link and drafted the APA citation from the official press releases.
That's a solid find, Zai. On the local physical infrastructure side, I tracked a Bernama report detailing the latest 2026 construction milestones for East Coast Rail Link or ECRL and structural progress updates for the MRT3 Circle Line. It discusses how these rail networks are designed to bridge the economic gap between the east and west coast of Peninsular Malaysia, which aligns directly with SDG9's target for reliable, sustainable transport systems.
Excellent work, both of you. Both stories are great, but the AI data center boom feels incredibly current and impactful since Malaysia is actively positioning itself as a regional digital hub this year. What do you think? Should we lock that in as our definitive story for SDG9?
I'm kinda agree with Mahesh. The data center booms tell a very dynamic story about how infrastructure is evolving beyond just bricks and mortar into digital technology. It gives us a lot of meat for the script. Speaking of which, Danish and I handle Team 2, SDG7, Affordable and Clean Energy. I looked into the solar energy updates. I found a highly relevant feature piece from Plus X Energy explaining the new solar ATAP, Solar Accelerated Transition Action Program scheme, which the Ministry of Energy Transition and Water Transformation (PETRA) obviously launched on 1st January 2036 to replace the old NEM 3.0 program. It shifts Malaysia away from fixed quotas to dynamic market responsive structure based on a system marginal price (SMP), and encouraging direct self-consumption for households.
That ties in perfectly with what I found, Mohib. My article in Bernama report from May 6, 2026, covering the Ministry of Works launching Malaysian first official design and installation guidelines for electric vehicle EV charging system. The Deputy Minister, Datuk Sri Ahmad Maslad, announced that JKR is pushing to expand these charging points across federal, state, and municipal roads, not just highway and spots. This addresses the exact infrastructure bottleneck that was holding back local EV adoption. Shafiq?
Wow, both of those are incredibly precise for 2026. If we have to pick one definitive story to anchor our news report for SDG7, I vote for the Solar ATAP program. It directly addresses the affordable and clean energy access transition for everyday citizens and business trying to hedge against rising tariffs.
Agreed. Solar ATAP is a huge national policy shift. Let's anchor SDG7 there. And maybe we can mention the JKR EV guidelines as a quick supporting headline in our green mobility segment.
Perfect. We have our two definitive stories. The AI data center infrastructure boom for SDG 9 and the solar ATAP transition framework for SDG 7. Shafiq, since you are heading our technical execution, can you walk us through the timeline so we can get this video wrapped up smoothly on CapCut?
Definitely. To make sure we don't rush the editing phase, we need a tight schedule. Here is the blueprint for our deliverable over the next 2 weeks.
That looks completely manageable as long as we hit our marks early. I'll open up our shared document tonight so we can start dropping our script ideas in. Thanks for putting in a solid research work. Guys, let's build an amazing news report. Meeting adjourned.